Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Alright. Today we are back with more Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. We're going to be running the Gunner today, and we're going to be doing my favorite build. Literally, we're going to be running my favorite on every single weapon. If you don't know what that is, it's an overclock that a lot of these weapons get, which, again, I hope at some point they fix this, because there's 4 weapons right now in the game that have literally the exact same overclocks. They get lead wrapped bullets, or they get the my favorite upgrade. They're super boring. They're not like I wouldn't say they're boring. Okay, let me change that. They're just not catered, especially they're not original upgrades for like some of these weapons are. Like, some weapons have original upgrades, like better beams, more beams, like fun upgrades for these weapons. This one is pretty standard and basic, but there's 4 weapons that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be running the my favorite upgrade on all of them. Is that definitely the most efficient build? Nope, it sure is not. Because we're basically gonna almost even ourselves out. Like, you're gonna get a huge weapon modifier, you're gonna get a huge fire rate modifier, and then what the favorite's gonna do is it's gonna lower it for everybody else. So like every other weapon is gonna get minus stats. And so we're just gonna stack those. Do I care? Not really. This is just gonna be a fun thematic build, and again, I like thematic builds. I found out that I could make every weapon have the favorite overclock, and I was like, let's do that, because that sounds kind of cool. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, pickaxe right away, no brainer. So the weapons we're gonna be running, there's 4 weapons. So obviously the smart rifle, I just picked it, so that's one of them. The next one is gonna be the lead burster, and the lead burster, like the tactical lead burster, the grenade. And then the last one will be, which ones do we have? It'll be the deep core. The deep core, just the basic rifle. So all 4 of those have the exact same level 18 overclocks. And then we'll try to keep these kinetic, and we'll just kind of do a full, probably kinetic build. I know we can get elemental infusions on some of these, but I don't think we'll go for that. I think we'll just go straight up like damage. Oh, I guess I don't need to get flowers anymore. Let's do reload. So depending on what level we finish at when we clear this first floor, I may or may not spend money at the shop. Because first and foremost, I need to make sure I get the 4 weapons I need. That's going to be the most important thing, so I need to make sure I have enough gold reserves for that. But we'll see. We'll see what level we end up finishing off here. Right now, we're only 10. Okay, I'm going to... For the most part, I mean, we'll get everything to level 18. Just so we can get the my favorite upgrade. But I'm gonna favor 2 weapons mainly here. I'm gonna mainly favor the smart rifle and the tactical lead burster. Those are gonna be our real favorites, So that's what we're gonna be rolling. It's like when you're like a teacher or something, and you have like every student's your favorite, but there's really like those just 1 or 2 students that are your real favorites. That's kind of like what this is. Like, yeah, minigun, you're the favorite. But it's really gonna be the smart rifle and tactical lead burster. I don't think this build will necessarily be weak, even with the bad overclocks, because this game, with the gear in this game, the gear essentially has made this game a lot easier, in my opinion. Maybe too easy. So I hope that they can like boost the damage levels here a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go with the piercing. I definitely want to see. I definitely want to see the game get harder. Or okay, so this is a reroll. So again, I'm looking for tactical lead burster, which is right there, or the deep core. We'll go with the tactical lead burster because again, that is the real favorite here. I would like to be able to get to 25 here before, so that way I can go into the shop knowing how much gold I can spend. Alright, we'll do Pierce again with this one. This will be a fun one because I'm not sure. My prediction would be that in terms of damage, I think there's going to be two clear weapons here that do the most damage. It's going to come down to the tactical lead burster, and it's going to come down to the smart rifle. I think those will be the two highest damage dealing weapons. Okay, so 25. Okay, so now we're doing rerolls, and we're looking for the deep core. I really hope this shows up. Man, that was a lot. That was a lot of gold. Oh, I'm glad we got that out of the way, though. Okay, I was starting to get worried there. Every time I have to do one of these builds where I have to get very specific weapons and there's a lot of weapons in the pool, I always get a little worried about those ones. Because there's a lot of weapons in this weapon pool, because we get access to every projectile weapon. And there's a lot of projectile weapons in this game. Let's go pick up radius.
Threat level increasing. I can use this.
I really like the smart rifle. I think the smart rifle is definitely probably the most improved weapon outside of the status effect weapons, but those ones mainly got improved because of status effects and potency upgrades being added to the pool, especially like the potency ones. Let's see, let's go fire rate for projectiles. But in terms of just pure weapon buffs, I think the smart rifle got some really good adjustments. Smart rifle used to be one of the worst weapons in the game. You know, if you would have asked me, when I first started playing this game, like tier list, smart rifle probably would have been D tier. But I think now I have it. I think I put it A tier. I don't think I put it S tier. But it's a very, very good weapon. Okay, so I obviously have like no gold. Let's just re-roll this and we'll do weapons. Piercing, damage. Okay, we're not gonna do again. We'll just stay away from the elemental stuff, and we'll just kind of keep these all kinetic. That way, it just makes it a lot easier to buff these weapons up. So with this build, then, in terms of items, fire rate, the ammo rig would be super good. And the best weapon would be the 50% piercing. That's probably the best weapon, or the best item we could get. So those will be the main two we're looking for. The crit items will probably be pretty good too. Since this isn't a status effect build at all, we just kind of want to go for like pure damage as best as we can. And And then obviously scanners if they show up.
Completed. Excellent job. Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
Oh, legendary fire right there. Okay, we can't do this yet. I don't have... Man, I don't have Nitra.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Okay, now we'll loop back down and we'll go get... Oh, we're gonna get stuck in here. No, I got... Dang it. I got trapped on the edge there. Let's do that pickup radius. Okay, any more Nitra? I feel like there's at least one more Nitra. A lot of loot bugs down here.
I killed them. That's all you got. Now celebration. Roll back to hell.
All right, hopefully we can get one of those items. I mean, there's a lot of good items we could get here, so.
There we go. Prepare for impact. Eat lead.
And these are none of them. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay. Too early for the pickled nitra. I don't like taking pickled nitra this early in the game. I really don't. I'm only gonna take that late game if it shows up. Especially since I have the pickaxe. With the pickaxe, I want to kind of... It would be nice to get the scanners early. So... Pickled Nitra is always just... If you show up, like, on the 8th floor, awesome. I would love to get you on the 8th floor.
That's all you got, you slippery shit. Let's show them some quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Little XP
Get going.
gain.
It won't hang around.
Damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, for this one, I guess we'll do the reload.
This one
Because again, we're not taking any, as best as I can, I'm not taking any of the status effect stuff. Let's keep everything purely kinetic.
Stage 2 completed. Taking you closer to your target.
We could do, at some point too, we could do a build that's a little bit more cohesive with this, where we do like, where we do sidearms, and then we do the favorite. I'm gonna do that one first, and then we'll go with this one right here. And I guess I can't really afford anything else, can we? I'll mark the piercing, we'll keep that marked, and then let's go.
Load up and get going, miner. We have quotas to fulfill. This rock is gonna be the death of us.
So if we're looking at, in terms of tier list weapons here, the smart rifle and the lead burster, I believe I have both of those at A tier. And then I have the minigun at D tier, and I think I might have this one at like C tier. Oh, damage.
Gimme. your way. Load up.
And if you haven't noticed, or are not aware yet, I have started streaming more often. So check out. I always try to schedule it as soon as I know when I'm going to be doing it. I have officially committed to 2 streams a week now. Monday nights are a lock, and then I'm going to try to stream on either Thursday nights or the weekends. We'll try to fit in. I'll try to fit in another day there. I've been really enjoying streaming again. It's so much nicer streaming when people actually show up. Because that was why. So I know I've mentioned my past here on. You're gonna give me that again, huh? Hopefully it shows up late game. But I know I've mentioned my past on here before, like on Twitch. Like I was a Twitch streamer for a while, streaming like, I don't know, 3. Let's do this one just so we can get this. Ooh, okay, we could do that one. I was streaming, 3 nights a week. Maybe like I wasn't obviously it wasn't like a full-time commitment thing, but I was a casual streamer. But I streamed on Twitch for several years with little to no growth, and for whatever reason I just kind of kept doing it because there's always that hope, like, oh, maybe today will be the day when people actually show up and stuff like that. And after a while it just got super demoralizing. And so I slowly kind of started making videos on YouTube while I was streaming still, and then YouTube just kind of felt better. I didn't have to worry about a live audience showing up and streaming to nobody all the time. And like I said, it's super demoralizing. It's super demoralizing putting a lot of time and effort into something you care about, and then, like nobody shows up to see what you're doing. So eventually it just became too much. I couldn't do it anymore and just quit Twitch. But now that, obviously now that developed a little bit bigger, a much bigger base here on YouTube, I can stream now and people will actually show up, and it's awesome, and it makes streaming really fun again. And so it's great. Like I love being able to stream again and not have to worry so much about, like, okay, because like, you have like a starting segment where, you start the stream and then you kind of wait a few minutes, give people time to show up, you send out all your tweets and whatever. Like on Twitch it was just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna go live now, and there's literally nobody here. And so I was like, all right, this is sad. But then, when I go live on YouTube now, there's people there. There's like, right when I start streaming, right when the stream goes live, there's like 15-20 people right away, and then the numbers just slowly build up over time as I do it. So definitely gonna try to do it more. I think we're gonna keep it pretty casual though, the stream stuff. I don't envision doing anything, like the typical, like I used to do stupid stuff on Twitch all the time, people donate bits, oh, you put a sticker on your face, things like that. I'm not gonna turn into that type of streamer again. Sometimes it was fun, and it definitely like was a good way to encourage like gifted subs or whatever, but I can't envision myself doing that anymore, and I don't think people want to see that. I think the people who follow me now probably just want to chill, casual stream. So we'll keep it relatively casual. I'll have some like alert stuff when people follow and donate, and maybe we'll set some type of like goals. Like if we reach a sub count or a donation count, like I'll do like a marathon stream, or we'll do some special, like I'll do a special video, like I don't know, things like that. But I'm not gonna delve into the let's become a stereotypical Twitch streamer here, where we're being loud and obnoxious, all to make a few bucks. Like, we're not gonna go there. we're not gonna go there. We'll try to set some fun goals. So if you have any suggestions on what you want to see, like for example, like I have a donation goal up on the channel, so to encourage that, like what kind of rewards would you want to see if we meet that goal? That's not something like overly annoying. Like we could do horror game stream, you know, like Halloween's coming up, so we could plan like a Friday or Saturday night where I stream horror games, you know, stuff like that. And then or like a marathon stream, like hey, if we reach this sub count, we could do a marathon stream. Like I'll do a 10-hour stream. That would be a marathon for me. I'm not doing more than 10 hours. Things like that. So if you have any suggestions, let me know, because I would like to know what everybody would like to see. Because again, I'm trying to stay away from the wacky stuff. But I think things like a horror stream, I think that would be pretty fun. Because I do like horror games, so but I haven't played them in a while, because since I don't do Twitch streaming anymore, you know, we'd always do thematic streams on Twitch, like October would be horror month, and we would just play horror games all month, but since I don't live stream, we don't really do that kind of things anymore. But I think like a horror game stream would be fun. Definitely pick up radius. Okay, we can, no, we can buy this and I'll do one reroll. Okay, we'll buy the fire rate. Do the clip size reload. I'm gonna mark this one, the critical. Yeah, like on Twitch I used to do like games too, where like it was actually, I thought it was actually a really good idea, but again, when you're streaming to nobody, it doesn't really pan out. But I had this game called Oh Yeah or Oh No, and it was basically a game of reward and punishments, but it was for everybody. If you played the game, you basically got to pick you know, a number 1 through 100, and I had like an Excel spreadsheet, and under that number there was some sort of reward, punishment. It was a lot of different things. And the fun part was you went into it knowing it could be a punishment for you. So one of the punishments would be like, okay, the next time you go into someone else's stream, you can only say quack quack for the first 5 minutes you're there. So like you would walk in, and we were all part, like a lot of us were all part of the same community, so you know, like it was all pretty fun. Like we all frequented each other's streams. So like if someone picked the quack quack that night, like if they went into someone else's stream and we were all like hanging out, someone else there, they couldn't say anything in chat except quack quack. And so it would be things like that. Or a punishment thing would be like, okay, I have to put all my sound alerts to free with no cooldown. And yeah, that stuff is super annoying, but it was pretty fun. Like at the time it was pretty fun because people would come in and they would just spam the sound alerts for a while. So there'd be things like that, but then there'd be rewards. You know, if you pick the right number, if you were a Twitch streamer, maybe you got a gifted sub to your channel, maybe you got a Steam gift card, things like that. So it was such a fun idea. But again, when there's hardly anybody ever showing up, like it doesn't really work out as well as you kind of hope things will. And then again, that's where the whole Twitch stuff got really demoralizing, because I put a lot of effort into that idea. Like I made a whole graphic and a whole spreadsheet for it. I came up with all the ideas. I put money aside for like the gifted subs and gift cards and all that. And then every once in a while when you're like, okay, it's time to do the event, nobody would show up. Like there'd be no one there. And then there was multiple times where I didn't even get to play the game because no one would show up to that stream. But yeah, I don't envision doing that stuff anymore. But now that I'm like talking about it, I was like, huh, that actually was kind of fun. Look at me, man, that pickle nitra keeps showing up. All right, let's do the piercing, less lifetime, because again, we don't want fire. No, no, we won't do that now. Maybe. Never say never. Never say never. But that stuff was pretty fun. Like, honestly, it was fun. It just would have been way more fun if people showed up. I think part of it is I don't know, like, I don't, like, delusional isn't the right word, because I was very realistic about what my Twitch channel was. I was very realistic. Like, I knew I was gonna go into the stream. I might average 5 viewers. I might get 1 or 2 new followers. So it wasn't like delusional, but maybe I just like visions of grandeur. Like I just like, I had these ideas in my head and I was like, this sounds awesome. Let's do it. I'm gonna commit to this. And then, you know, like you're it's like you're committing to something where, you know, like people aren't gonna show up to though. It's like I put too much effort in for the reward I knew I was gonna get. So I think that's a good way to describe it. Putting in a lot of effort for something I know isn't gonna do that well.
Threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
It'd be like, I don't know, it would be like, okay, I'm gonna open up a toy store, but right next to me is an Amazon Marketplace, a Target, and a Walmart. It's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. Let's do this toy store. This toy store is gonna be awesome. But you're not gonna be able to compete with Target, Walmart, and like an Amazon store. You know, you're not gonna be able. You're not gonna compete. So it's like, you're super excited about it, and you put a lot of work into it. But then you just kind of know, like, this is kind of maybe a bad idea. We'll definitely do that critical chance.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Yeah, now that like the streams do pretty way better than I ever envisioned. You know, like the week of release for this game, we were averaging like 200 viewers for the streams. That's incredible. And then obviously it drops down a little bit as time goes on, but that's fine. It's still fun. Like, even if only like 30 or 40 people show up, that's still totally worth it to me. I don't need more health. I have both of these and then this one. Because on Twitch, if 10 people showed up on Twitch, I was happy. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I got 10 people here. That's sick. Like, 10 people are hanging out with me talking. It was just those days where it was like maybe you would have 10 viewers sometimes, because a lot of people will do like the whole lurking stuff, which is fine, but then you'd have 10 people lurking, and you're just like, all right, well, I appreciate the lurk, but not one single person is talking, and I like that still like feels the same. But I know lurking, I lurked all the time too. So like there's absolutely nothing wrong with lurkers, but you would also hope that you would have a mix of people lurking and a mix of people talking. Because I know a lot of people just like they'll put on a stream and they'll go to sleep, they'll be playing other games, they'll be watching other shows, you know. But they're still there. They're still like listening.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Yep, that's my Twitch spiel, or my streaming spiel. So we're gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know if I'll ever go back on camera again. I'm not against it. But I used to have a pretty good setup before. Like I'd have a green screen. I have a green screen still, but I have to take down and set that up every time because it's in my work office, and I don't think I'll do that. So there is a chance I may go on camera, but it would just be, you know, like a background. So, like, that could be a reward too, you know, if we're talking rewards. Like, if we meet a donation goal or a sub goal, you know. O'Reilly goes on camera. It wouldn't be a face reveal because you can see my face reveal on the channel already. I have a bunch of shorts with my face on them. And then you can always see my face on my Twitch channel. So, not really a face reveal. But you know what I mean. But those are the kinds of things I'm kind of thinking of, like what would be a fun idea. Okay, we'll go gold scanner. This is a pretty good one. No, this one's actually not as good. That would only be a 15% reload. Let's go gold scanner. So we're basically super heavy. Oh, we did take, okay, no, we did take a diver's manual. I was gonna say we're super heavy into support items, but diver's manual is a good item. And then hopefully, man, hopefully that pickled nitro will show up later. It's showed up almost every time so far. What's funny is we're at level 5 and I don't have any weapon at level 18 yet. Trying to kill this guy. I'm trying. Alright, minigun, you are now officially the favorite. So yeah, so I think they're all gonna have the same upgrades here. So 100% damage, 100% fire rate, but then all other weapons get minus 30. I think they're all the exact same thing. Oh, this is a bad. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, that was a good move. I was gonna say, that was a bad spot to get stuck in, because it's probably gonna hit me. We're definitely gonna need, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely gonna need to get that pickle nitro here toward the end of this run. So right now, the minigun's the carry, because that's the only one that has the favorite. There we go. Another blue, another day, another non-legendary item. Bummer. I should have been mining more. How many do we have? Oh, we just have 2 scanners. But I did get the coupon. Let's take a look. I feel like we haven't... Do we have good luck? We don't. Luck build's gonna come up here soon. One of these days. I guess the only problem is, and I'm trying to think what I would want to do a luck build for, and I feel like it would have to be a drone or beam build, because those ones I think benefit the most from luck, because you can get the extra drones, you can get the extra beams and things like that, and I think those are a little bit more fun. And I've already done multiple builds with those, so I don't know what I would do with that yet. Okay, so, oh, yep, look at you. You're the favorite now. Oh, wait. Nope. You're the favorite. There we go. Now we have 3 favorites. Oh, I love it. I need to get another there's still a few items I'm kind of in search for. I definitely need to get, I need to get the full arsenal of Bosco items where I can equip different types of weapons to different classes. That's what I need to build up the most right now, and it's been so hard. Because I need to get plasma weapons. I'm hoping there's an acid one too, where we can equip all acid weapons, and then I can do kind of another full acid build on, you know, like some different types of classes that we couldn't normally do those on. Or just some more unique builds that we haven't been able to do. Oh, there we go, piercing. Gold tip bullets would have been really good too, but I'm gonna go with the piercing. Let's go with the damage. We need to get this guy to 18 now.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
So coming to these weapons again, what I really hope that they can sort of adjust here at some point is making some of these overclocks a little bit more interesting for the weapons, because in a way I kind of like the favorite. Like, I like that, you know, if you're gonna do a build that's focused on one weapon, I think that's a cool idea. But I don't think you need to put that on so many weapons, or maybe there's a different way to kind of incorporate the favorite. Maybe it's like a game modifier right from the start, like the weapon you start off with is your favorite, or I don't know. But it, like, having all four of these weapons have the exact same overclocks at 18 just feels, it doesn't feel good, you know? I like to see the overclocks be very specialized upgrades for those particular weapons. And we were kind of talking about it on stream. And things like for the minigun, things that I kind of thought would be nice, you know, you can modify how it fires, because right now it has a 180-degree radius, so basically anything in front of you it hits. What would be cool is if you could modify it to, now it only shoots in a 90-degree radius. So whatever a 90-degree radius is from your point of view, that's what it shoots at, but now it does 100% more damage. I don't know, whatever you want to give it. Or your minigun now shoots in a 360% radius, but it does less damage, because now you're able to hit everything on the screen, or everything all around you, so obviously it needs to be nerfed a little. So like, okay, now you get a 10% damage debuff. I just want to see like some more kind of unique and original upgrades for some of these. Okay, at this point we'll just kind of pretty much just buy whatever now. We have, oh wait, no, we don't have every weapon. We still need to get the deep core 2 more levels. It's getting there though.
Just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. I die a little inside every time I have to take on. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Alright, at this point, if Pickle Nitra shows up now, I'll take it. Let's see what's over here. Is this Nitra? It is good, okay. was hoping this was nitrous so I could do a little bit more re-rolling if I need to. Okay, at this point, no more scanners. Let's look for damage. Let's look for damage items. I don't care what it is, any sort of damage item. Okay, so definitely not these. I only have 3 rerolls left. Oh man, come on. Okay, we could do this one. That gives me basically to 100% crit. Okay. Another purple. Another day, another non-legendary item.
Objective completed. Excellent job. See you later. Take that. Alien, go. Boom, baby. Pop the loop. Let's get bring the fight. So what's the war? Go to hell.
Kind of quietly thinking to myself about goals I want to do. And I think I don't know. I can't. Now that like October's approaching, I do think I kind of want to do like horror game streams. I know they're not roguelikes and whatever, but I don't know. That sounds kind of fun, just to do like a one-night stream for like horror games. I'm gonna put something up on. Dude, check my posts. Check my posts on the channel. I'm gonna put something up asking for people's opinions, so by the time you're watching this, it'll probably already be up. So go check that out and throw your comment in there, or you can throw your comment in the comment section of this video. Whichever you prefer. I'll read them all. I literally read. One of the things I kind of sort of dedicated myself to, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up for much longer, is I literally read and respond to every single comment that comes on my channel. Whether it's either me acknowledging it with a like or providing an actual comment back to it. So I don't know if you've noticed or not, but every single comment that comes through, I make sure to read and respond to. So if you leave a comment, just be known it's gonna get read. No matter what video it's on, no matter how old the video is, I look through my unread comments. I wouldn't say daily, but you know, at least like every other day. Go piercing. So yeah, just know if you leave a comment, it's guaranteed to get read. At least for now. If things ever start getting out of control, you know, which who knows if we'll ever get there, then it might be a little harder. But for now, every single comment gets read. I made sure to make that a staple of like there's, I guess there's that's kind of like an internal thing that, you know, I don't necessarily like throw out there like, hey, that's a goal of the channel is I read everything. I think this might be the first time I've actually ever talked about it. But you know, like the main goal of this channel is we commit to the build. I try to do weird builds like this one that don't necessarily always make sense. They're not necessarily always the strongest, but that's what we're doing. We're committing to a build and we're gonna do it. And then sort of just one of my personal goals for the channel was to make sure I read every comment and either like or respond. That way everybody who comments feels that they got acknowledged somehow. Like, I always thought that was like a big deal for me. Like, I always wanted to make sure I could do that as best as I could. Because if someone's taking the time to watch my videos and leave a comment, either a tip or even like some constructive criticism or whatever, or just being like, hey, love your channel, you know, I want to make sure like, hey, love your comment, dude, thank you, like, I appreciate it. So like, yeah, just know if you leave a comment, it's gonna get read. It'll get read. All right, we'll do the energy bars. That'll be, I'm not, this one's a little riskier though, because I'm not like overly confident in this build. So I usually don't like taking energy bars when I'm not overly confident. Because I usually like taking that when I know I'm gonna shred enemies super easily and nothing's really gonna hit me. But I can't be as confident this run about that kind of stuff. I guess we'll go this way. I don't know if that quite puts me into one-hit territory with these exploders, but it's gonna be close. Alright, let's at least get our purple chest. Alright, we'll just take that. And guess what? You are now my new favorite. Every weapon is now my favorite. It's official. I'm a lying sack of shit.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Keep pushing, Miner. Stage 9 is next.
Alright, 2 stages left. Let's do pickup radius, movement speed, damage.
I'm feeling lucky.
We'll buy... Oh, all of these are the smart rifle. Lucky you.
This is gonna help me be a perfect. More options.
And then we'll do... That's the only one we can afford. And then we'll do that. And then I'll do a reroll and see if we lock anything down. We'll lock down that, lock down this, lock down damage. I think we're good for piercing. Okay, there's one item we're still missing, the ammo rig. Right, we never got the ammo rig for the extra fire rate. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. We do have a nitro scanner, so I guess I wouldn't mind seeing critical powder. And then obviously the pickle nitra would love for you to show up here at the end, because you'd be very helpful in killing this final boss. And it dropped 3 or 4 times for us, but it was way too early, so I just passed on it every time. So hopefully it shows up. Oh, did I hear, hold on. I could have swore I just heard a, did I hear a hoarder bug? I swore I heard one. Last reroll. Oi, okay, we'll do this one. Again, we have full overclocks, so that'll be fine. We're gonna lose out on like all that mining, but that'll give me a decent damage boost and reload. But yeah, my mining's gonna be bad now. Okay, there's some other sound effect I'm hearing in the corner of my ear. And it's not the hoarder bug, but... Yeah, okay, maybe it was. Maybe I was hearing it. Do you hear the hoarder bugs if they're not... if you don't hit them? That's really weird, because I was hearing kind of like a... you know, like their little kind of screaming sound. But, oh man, I don't even know what to take here. These are all... I guess I'll take this. Oh my gosh. Luckily that didn't really hurt me too much. Okay, let's go. Let's go fire rate for everything.
Never felt better.
I think I'm just going insane because I kind of still feel like I hear it. Just like very, very vaguely. See, there's another one. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Okay. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before. Do they make sounds when they're in the game and you don't hit them? That's so weird. Am I going insane? Am I literally going insane? Because I was like, I could swear I hear them, but I don't see them, and I never shot at them. They were stuck in the corners. But then, yeah, lo and behold, they show up. But I've never noticed them making noise unless you shoot them. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. No, let's go projectile damage. Okay, so our damage boost is now at 446. We'll go legendary damage there.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Bingo.
Yeah, well, this time we're leveling up those ones every single time.
Nope. Try again.
Okay, we'll do reload. Alright, we have just enough to get you. Damage.
Options.
Damage. Fire rate. I'm gonna buy that HP. Do one more reroll, and then we'll just do that one. That's it. Alright, last item here. Pickled Nitra. Pay to win. Gold tip bullets even. We kind of got all the sub-tier damage items like these two, where these ones are a rank below the best ones. And then along with that one too. So I want to see the good ones. So we hatched all the eggs. I'm gonna kind of hang out down here though for a second and see. I don't want to go pop the big egg yet. I just want the supply drop to drop. I wish the supply drop would drop once you hatched all the eggs minus the big one. Because I know as soon as you hatch the big egg, the supply drop will come. But I think it would make more sense if it dropped as soon as you popped all the baby eggs. That way you can make sure to just do that and then pop the baby eggs, get your supply drop, and then go right to the boss. Okay, gold tip bullets. That's not the worst pick right here. So 484 and then 570, so about 100%. That was good. That was fine. I really wanted to get like another damage item there. Something to help out a bit. We're actually doing pretty good. Another non-legendary, another blue. Oh, what is happening to me? All right, GG's. That was I mean, that was an okay run. we did pretty good damage there at the end, mainly because I was able to pick up basically some really good damage items here at the very end. The piercing, getting us to 100% crit. Almost, man, I barely got any crit, but 94 crit, 455 crit damage. That's not too bad. And then we got the extra damage, and then damage there at the end. Yeah, not surprising. These two were the top weapons. Oh wait, these two were the top weapons. The lead burster was actually down. Wonder why that was. Usually the lead burster does a lot better. It's interesting to see that one be so low. Maybe because I got the favorite on this weapon first. You know, like maybe that's why. Maybe this one enjoyed its time a little bit more than others as the favorite. You know, it's like the oldest child or the only child, and then all the other ones are born. But yeah, I mean, this one did pretty bad, deep core. But again, I didn't get like any of the upgrades on that I think would make that a little bit better. And yeah, the favorite obviously the favorite obviously does like nothing for any of these. But yeah, the smart rifle. So this sort of justifies my tier with this one, because this one I definitely think is upper A tier. This one's a really, really, really good weapon now. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.